stay quiet, and don't move. That was the first thing I ever said to him, and it was also the moment my life stopped belonging to me. The night it happened, I was 3 hours into a double shift, my feet aching inside shoes that were half a size too small, the kind you buy on clearance because rent doesn't wait for comfort, and the restaurant smelled like expensive wine and polished wood, the kind of place where people spoke softly but spent loudly, where a single dinner bill could cover my groceries for a month. And I remember thinking how strange it was that the rain outside sounded louder than the conversations inside, tapping against the floor-to-ceiling windows like it was trying to warn someone, maybe me, maybe him, I didn't know yet. My name is Emily Carter, 24 years old, waitress, invisible to most people who walk through those doors, and that night should have been like any other, balancing trays, forcing smiles, counting tips in my head before I even earned them, but then he walked in. You don't need someone to announce a man like Adrian Blackwood. The room does it for you, conversation slow, heads turn just enough to pretend they're not staring, and even the air feels different, heavier, like it knows something you don't. And I remember gripping my tray a little tighter, not because I was afraid, but because something about him made everything else feel smaller. He wasn't loud, didn't need to be, just a dark suit that fit too perfectly, a presence that didn't ask for space but took it anyway. And when he sat down in the private section, the kind reserved for people who never wait, I told myself he was just another rich man, just another table, just another tip, but my instincts have never lied to me. And that night, they started whispering before anything even happened. It was subtle at first, the kind of detail most people miss, a glass placed slightly off, a man standing just a second too long behind his chair, a look that didn't match the smile on his face, and I shouldn't have noticed. I should have kept my head down, refilled water, walked away, because girls like me don't get involved in things that don't belong to us, but something felt wrong in a way I couldn't explain, like a thread pulled loose in a perfect suit, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. I moved closer under the excuse of clearing plates, my hand steady even when my chest wasn't, and that's when I caught it. Not words exactly, more like fragments, enough to understand but not enough to forget, and suddenly the room didn't feel warm anymore, the light didn't feel soft, everything sharpened, edges where there shouldn't be edges, and I realized I was standing in the middle of something I wasn't supposed to see.